All right, we're checking out some more games from the Steam Next Fest here. This is Viking Frontiers Prologue. Dear player, we are extremely pleased that you have decided to give our game Viking Frontiers a chance. Before starting the gameplay, we would like to inform you that the presented version of the game represents an early stage of production and offers only selected fragments of the extensive content awaiting for you in the full version. Therefore, we are counting on your opinion and suggestions that will allow us to further develop and improve our game. Thank you. Share your feedback here, Discord. All right, we're going to jump into the game options here. Before that little disclaimer, I guess is what you might call it, it did have you choose your language. I think there were quite a few, but obviously we speak English here, so we're going to do that. Gives you autosave times. 5 seems a little bit too quick, so I guess 15. We'll keep the mouse normal for now. We're probably going to have to change the mouse sensitivity, but we'll see in a little bit once we get into the game. Toggle radial menu on, sprint effect on, show tutorial on. We'll come to our graphics here. I'm probably going to put it in borderless window just so we can alt-tab and the audio will hopefully stay. I guess it just kind of depends on the game whether or not that happens. Field of view 75, we'll just keep that as is. I guess we'll keep VSync on for now. We'll see if it gives us any trouble. I guess we'll keep anti-aliasing on. We will put everything on high. I think this computer should be able to deal with it. I like that they start off with a lower volume. Okay, according to OBS, hopefully that's going to be okay. Actually, let's put that down just a bit. Okay, I think that should be okay. WASD to move, character panel tab, building menu Q, inspector mode V, shift to sprint, control to crouch, dropping large objects G, interaction E, alternative interaction F. All right, yes, we want to enable the tutorials. Again, hopefully the music volume is okay. Like I said, according to OBS, it looks like it's okay, but you never can tell. Craftsman's Workshop. In the Craftsman's Workshop, you can smelt basic metals into ingots and create basic parts, building materials, and tools. Press any key to continue. Political upheavals have stripped your father of his jarl rights and forced your clan to flee your homeland. Trying to lose your pursuers, you sailed straight into the arms of a storm that destroyed your boats. You wake up on a beach on an unknown island without knowing whether anyone else besides you has survived the disaster. Extraction. As you traverse the island, you will come across many different resources that you can collect. Some can simply be picked up, others may require use of certain tools for extraction. Resources scattered on the ground and most plants can be picked up with hands. Oh, I guess we have to scroll down. Trees can be found practically all over the island, and you can cut them down using an axe. Resources such as stone, copper, and other metals can be found near rocks and extracted using a pickaxe. Digging up clay or peat requires a shovel. Okay, let's see what our compendium is. Okay, that's just basically our little tutorial journal here. All right, we have a fairly extensive technology tree. At 1, at 2, at 3. Okay, so it looks like there's 4 ages. So we start off with, I guess, at 0. And, oh, wow. Okay, so what is that? 5 times 4, 20 different skills that we can go with. And each of them have 5 levels, it looks like. Although I guess it only says level 3. Well, anyway, here's our character. Looks like we start off with a little bit of inventory here. 5 fur, 5 leather, teleportation stone. Okay, that's interesting. And a water skin. We have 8 items available in our hotbar, along with ammo, hammer, clothing, and shield. Looks like we start off with 80% health. I guess this is sleep, food, and water, temperature. Not sure what these are. Maybe like mana and something else. And I don't know what that is. I guess we will see about that. Okay. Mouse speed looks okay-ish. We might refine that a little bit later. So far, the look of the game is pretty nice. Okay, we got a salt deposits. Got some stones. Always good to pick things up, because I know that we're going to need them in the future here. Okay, another salt deposit. Okay, ribworts. Oh, are these stones like respawning in, or did I just miss those? Okay, we have some nettles. Nettles are actually really healthy for you. Okay, the small trees looks like we can just collect. Brush, calendula. Okay, radial menu. In the radial menu, you will find construction and item blueprints. Depending on their type, you can create an item, build a small structure, place a construction site for a larger structure. Small structures and items require resources in your inventory, while larger structures are built in stages on a construction site. Handcrafting. In the radial menu, you will find a special crafting section. It contains item schematics and smaller constructions that you can use instantly if you have the required resources specified by the schematic in your inventory. The crafting section includes 3 separate categories: survival, tools, and ointments. Survival, schematics of the most essential items and constructions. Tools, schematics of tools and basic weapons. Ointments, schematics of ointments and mixtures. Okay, hold Q to open the radial menu. Handcrafting. Let's see what we got. We have ointments already. Okay, we have poison. Ointment for wound. Troll root. herbal salve. All right, let's make one of those. Why not? Character panel. In the character panel, you can manage your inventory, equipment, and view stats. Okay, press tab. Uh-oh. Did I just use my salve? Oh, there it is. Okay. So how do I... Did I just drop it again? Okay, how do I just arm it? Okay, I guess I'm gonna need a little bit more on that. Okay, so it says use herbal salve. How do I use it though? Okay, I guess left click. Okay, craft a stone pickaxe. Destroy obstacle. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I guess it's going to take a little bit of time to know what we can actually... Oh, bronze pickaxe. Okay, so seems like salt you should be able to get without a bronze pickaxe, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain. It just is how the game is. Wait, what the hell? Isn't this where we just started? It's kind of turning us around. Oh, there's some people there. Okay, looks like we have some clay deposits. There's an altar over there. Okay, there's probably a way to pick up or to transfer everything. I just don't know it yet. Okay, Gunnar Stormrider. Thanks be to gods, you are alive. I was worried the sea had taken you, my son. Okay, it would take more than a mere storm to take me down. We got lucky this time. But what about the others? Okay, let's ask about the others. I'm afraid the gale cost the lives of many of our kin. However, we can mourn their loss later. There's much more to be done, or there's much to be done. Our ship, it's ruined, and we're completely unaware of our location. This isn't exactly what we planned, but I think we need to set our foothold here, at least until our people recover and we assess. Okay, I wish it was not timed here. But first things first, look around for something to eat and drink. Our people need to see that their leader is healthy and strong. I will see to it. Okay, dialogues. You can talk to almost any settler. During the conversation, you can choose different dialogue lines. This will lead the conversation in a specific direction. Special dialogue lines, such as initiating trade or progressing in a task, are marked in yellow. Okay, that's cool. Construction and upgrades. Using the radial panel, you can select the construction blueprint to mark the location where you want to place the selected structure from the blueprint. Each structure requires adequate space and level ground. There's a missing space here. Smaller makeshift structures like campfires, tents, and fences are built immediately in the chosen location for the cost of materials needed for their construction. Hunting. When hunting wild animals, you can use a variety of tools. The most conventional and effective are the spear and the bow. Spears are great for close combat. They can also be thrown, dealing significant damage. With the bow, you can shoot from long distances while maintaining your distance from the prey. Skittish animals will run away as soon as they realize you are nearby. Sneak up on them while crouching to reduce your visibility and noise. Hunting at night makes it harder for animals to spot you. When hunting, it's worth keeping an eye out for predators that inhabit the wilderness so that you don't become the hunted instead of the hunter. You can obtain water from water bodies using a water skin. Approach the water body with an empty water skin in your inventory and fill it with water. The water obtained in this way can be boiled at a campfire or cooking station to neutralize its negative effects. The water in the water skin will be useful during your travels. Remember, you can drink it several times before it's completely empty. Okay, so build a campfire. Astrid. Okay, farewell. Wait, they're both named Astrid? Okay, Astrid Bjorntodir and Astrid Ragnartodir. Bjorn Bjornsson. Okay, farewell. Very Scandinavian names here. And folky. Okay. All right. Well, let's open up our queue menu and make a makeshift campfire. Let's do it over here. Making fire. Some objects in the game require a fire to be used. To make a fire, you will need fuel. Use resources such as sticks, leaves, or coal as fuel. Remember, if you stop adding fuel, the fire will go out. Okay, boil water, cook average meat, and campfire. All right, so looks like we need to find us some sticks here. Okay, so we're getting sticks from the brush, which I guess makes sense. All right, we got some berries. Okay, copper deposit. That's a little bit too big. Oh, okay. So the copper looks like you can extract with the stone pickaxe. I wonder why the salt you can't. Okay, we got some toadstools over here. And some boletus mushrooms. Okay, I guess we can't use the pickaxe for that. That makes sense. All right, we probably have enough sticks here. So let's go back to the campfire. We'll start it up. We'll boil our water. This is probably salt water, right? But okay, so it looks like the water skin to fill it up completely takes 3 times. All right, let's use our campfire. Okay, looks like it's going to take some time. The sticks go down pretty fast. All right, so far this game is pretty cool. We haven't had to deal with like hunger and sleep and all that kind of stuff yet. It probably will come later once we're past the tutorial, I'm guessing. All right, it does take quite a while for it to finish here. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. Okay, cook average meat. Okay, I wonder if it's gonna give us some indication when the water is done boiling. Oh, that's nice looking. Okay, looks like I gotta go talk to what's his name over there. I wish it would have some indication that you're actually cooking something around the fire. And I feel like the fire ring should be a little bit bigger, but that's pretty nitpicky. I do like how there's several spots. Looks like 7. Okay, so let's check our inventory here. Drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. Okay, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and fill up our skin again. Okay, that took more than 3 times that time. All right, let's talk to Gunnar. Thanks. Wait. Okay. Let's go to our crafting menu. Makeshift. Oh, there's 2 different kinds of campfire. Okay, tools. Let's craft a bow. Some arrows. Okay, 10 arrows. Let's craft some more. All right, let's craft 30 here. We crafted 30, but it only shows 10. Oh, average meat. We already have that. Okay, so let's use that. Crafting does take quite a while. I guess it might behoove me to have multiple campfires. We can figure that out later, though, as we work our way through the tutorial. All right, let's see what else we can craft here. It said that we also have spear. All right, let's go to our tools. We'll put our pickaxe and our spear. I'm not sure why this has a tool like that, but that's okay. Oh, our meat is still going. Jeez. Okay, so I guess we only needed 2 meat. I should have paid attention a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll have 3. Yeah, crafting time takes a super long time, at least from the campfire. Okay, so we'll let the fire go out. We'll talk to Gunnar again. I fear there is no time for idle talk. However, this was only the first of. Oh my gosh. Okay, this needs to not be timed. Many of them are messy, but necessary to get our clan back on its feet. Okay, I'm willing to go to any lengths to ensure the survival of our clan. Well said, my son. Despite the tragedy of the situation, this is an excellent chance for you, young Jarl, to prove your worth to our people. So be it. Now that you have replenished your supplies, we should plan our next move. Agreed. We will soon be hit with rain and cold. Yes, that's what I was thinking. If we are to establish our settlement here, most of our people are still not fit for work or are busy with other assignments. It looks like you will have to build the first houses on your own. I'm on it, Father. Before you get to work, remember to craft a stone hammer for construction. Tools. Stone hammer. Okay, build small house. Open queue, buildings, houses, small house. Okay, small house seems pretty big. Requirements for foundation, logs 4. Oh, that's okay. So up and down. Okay, Q to rotate. Okay, I probably should have had the stairs over this way. Okay, so let's try that again. Q. Small house. Okay, so now we need some logs. So in order to do that, we probably need... Okay, so what do we have? All right, let's put our stone hammer in 8. We're gonna need an axe. So let's go handcrafting, stone axe. Okay, 6. Okay, so there's 4 logs. Can do 2 at a time. Okay, so the stumps require a shovel. That's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, that one had a lot more. Okay, so there's more logs up that way. Okay, a roof. I feel like we... I feel like we need more. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't know how to drop the log. Okay, walking is like crazy slow. Plant fiber. Okay, so hopefully in the future we'll be able to increase our stamina. Okay, so G is to throw the log down. All right, I may as well pick up this other log and put it over here. Okay, so now we need plant fiber. I thought we had some plant fiber. We do have plant fiber, but it's not letting us. Storage, military buildings, hunting buildings, animal husbandry, farming, production, extraction, and houses. Infrastructure decorations. Okay, so do we need something to make... Oh, whoops. I accidentally made something. Okay, I guess we made a torch. Okay, I'm not sure why it stays in inventory when it's already in the hotbar. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay. We just have to get close enough to it. Why can't I? Okay, so I had to crouch to do this. Okay, that was a little bit annoying. Should just be able to look at it. Okay, houses. Using plates in your house, you can see a list of residents, their happiness and profession. Below the list of residents, you will find a list of consumption of residents, informing about the consumption of individual resources by the residents of this house. By holding down the C button, you can assign a house to yourself. The settlers living in it will be moved with their belongings to another house or will become homeless. If they can't find a place to live anywhere, and their items will end up in warehouses or in front of the house. Okay. Bjorn and Floki. Astrid and Astrid. Okay, so there's Floki, Astrid, and Bjorn. Okay, so it looks like we need to actually build another house. Glad to see you. I fear there's no time for idle talk. However, this was only the first of many important tasks ahead. Many of them are messy, but necessary to get our clan back on its feet. Okay, well, I guess we didn't need... Okay, so we need to assign our house. Let us go ahead and build another house over here. Okay, so how do I unequip? Okay, that's the pickaxe. Okay, so we'll put our stone axe in 4. Our hammer was 8. Okay, the hot bar needs to stay. I don't know why it doesn't. Yep. All right. Hold C to assign player. All right, we have population 5, workers 0, buildings 3, tax revenues 125, deposited taxes 0, wages 0, happiness 69, faith low, protection low. We have consumption of 40, medicines 120, food 160, water 100, and clothes 40. Okay, everyone is healthy and satisfied. Okay, settlement. As the Jarl of a Viking settlement, you must care for its development and well-being of the residents. Ahead of you and your settlers lies a series of challenges and responsibilities to make this place a true home. A leader cannot afford to rest. You must take up the hammer, axe, pickaxe, hoe, and all other tools to support your settlers in taking their first steps. In the settlement, you can develop a range of activities such as building new structures, technology development, resource extraction, production of materials, tools, and weapons, managing the work of residents, trade, farming, and animal husbandry, hunting and fishing, cooking and brewing, herbalism and alchemy, rune carving, making offerings to the gods, conducting rituals, recruiting warriors, organizing expeditions. Your community needs all available hands, so as a good leader, you should develop your skills in many different areas to support the growth of the settlement for the good of its inhabitants. Homelessness. Having a place to live is one of the most important needs of your settlers. By building houses, you allow homeless settlers to satisfy their need for a home where they can stay, sleep, warm up, and store their belongings. Homeless shelters are unable Homeless settlers are unable to meet their need for fuel. Settlers who do not have a roof over their heads for too long will leave the settlement forever along with their belongings. Happiness and needs. All residents of your settlement have a certain level of satisfaction and must take care of their needs. High resident satisfaction translates to a better frequency and number of new settlers arriving to live in the settlement, increased work efficiency of workers, and reduced risk of settlers leaving the settlement. If the settler's satisfaction level reaches the lowest point and remains there for too long, the settler will leave your settlement. Remember that stabilizing satisfaction may take some time. The level of satisfaction is influenced by the needs whose fulfillment increases satisfaction and the health status of your settlers. The needs of settlers include home and its quality. Every settler needs a roof over their head. Settlers with a home have their housing need met. To better the quality of the home, the better the impact on satisfaction. Consumption. Every day during consumption, residents try to obtain and then use the items they need for life, such as food, fuel, water, medicines, and clothing. For this purpose, they use the assortment from the crates of their houses and landfills. The homeless are unable to meet their need for fuel and immediately use the resources of landfills. Resource acquisition, fuel, wood, firewood, logs, chips, sticks, coal, food rations, dishes, raw and processed meat, vegetables and fruits, water, clean or dirty water, drinks, medicine, medical supplies, clothing, clothes created in the tailor's workshop. Consumable items have different efficiency. For example, firewood is a better source of fuel than sticks. Food rations provide more food than raw meat, and woolen clothing is more durable than linen. Critical shortage occurs when a settler has not consumed the necessary minimum resource. At this point, the dissatisfaction penalty increases significantly and begins to grow day by day. Profession. Having a profession positively affects the satisfaction of your settlers and meets their need for having a job. Faith. The grace that the gods have bestowed upon your settlement translates into the level of faith of the residents. The greater the faith, the higher the satisfaction. As the number of residents increases, the demand for active faith also increases. Protection. Your settlers need to feel safe in your settlement. The strength of your warriors in the settlement's garrison affect the satisfaction resulting from a good level of protection. Remember not to send all the warriors on expeditions so that your settlers do not feel defenseless. As the number of residents increases, so does the need for greater protection. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Gunnar. Hail, Father, the first homes are ready. That will do for now. Your praise is hard earned. Shouldn't you be pleased with our progress? I'm glad I could help. May our people find peace in their new homes. Okay, find peace. The time for celebration hasn't come yet. With our people now sheltered from the wind and rain, it's time to focus on expanding our foothold. To do this, we will need a workshop. Good point. We cannot advance further using only stone tools. Developing and building a workshop is one thing. In addition, you will also need adequate resources such as copper. I'll try to find some around. Once you have enough, consider crafting copper tools, much more efficient. Let's start with something simple like farming tools. I'll find you when the workshop and the new tools are ready. One of the key elements of the settlement development are technologies. They unlock new items, building stations, and upgrades, influencing settlement management, settlers' quality of life, and expanding the range of your possibilities. In the technology panel, you can research technologies at the cost of specific resources. Select the desired technology and confirm the research process. Some technologies can only be unlocked after researching other related technologies. Okay, let's go to the compendium. technology. Okay. Unlock technology. Okay, copper processing, sawmill, well, farm shed. Production. By using production buildings and their workstations, you can produce specific materials or employ settlers to work on production. Each workstation specifies the products you can craft there, the materials and tools requirements, and the actions you must take to start production. Once the production is completed, you can collect the created materials and use them for your own purposes. Workshop. In the craftsman's workshop, you can create many essential building materials and parts using workbench or simple furnace. Oh, wait. I think actually we can, yeah. The workbench allows you to create basic building materials and parts needed in various industries. At the workbench, select from the list of schematics the items you want to create and then confirm production. Simple smelter allows you to smelt raw materials into metal ingots, which are used for the production of metal objects and tools. To start the smelting process, select the raw materials you want to smelt, as well as the fuel, and confirm. The smelting process takes time. Once it is complete, pour the metal into a mold and collect the created ingots. Okay, so build craftsman's workshop. Okay, I guess we'll build that over here. Oops. Q. I'm guessing it's production craftsman's workshop. Yep. Okay, so back to getting logs. Fortunately, we have quite a few. Okay, walking speed is super slow, and the sprint speed is nice and fast. Walking speed needs to be like at least 2 times as fast as this. Do we have trees closer? Not really. I like how you can jump carrying 2 logs. Okay, what do we have? 4. And 8. Oh, even walking takes stamina. Wait, what? Oh, do I need water or something? I do. Okay, I also need food. I also need sleep. Oh, I need warmth. Okay, that's why, I think that's why our stamina... Okay, our temperature went up, our sleep went up. Let's sleep should have just gone with 8 hours right off the bat. Okay, our health is okay. It looks like you use a lot of water. And food while you're sleeping. Wait, our temperature went down? Okay. I don't necessarily understand that. Okay, 8. One more log, 4. Okay, a lot of this stuff needs to be on screen. Like, how are you supposed to... You just have to, like, go check every 5 minutes to see if your health stats are okay? Okay, this workshop is taking a long time. It's like 10,000 logs. Ooh, I should have come up here to make our settlement. Well, you live and you learn. If I was going to do this all over again, this is what I would do, is come up here. I highly doubt that you can move buildings. It would be nice. Okay, we have our thatched roof. Wait, what the? Oh, our hammer broke. Okay. Handcrafting tools. Stone hammer. Okay, that scared me for a second there. Okay, build a simple smelter. Is that buildings? Oh, I gotta use the workbench for that. Okay. Maybe? Okay, I guess not. Huh. Where do I make the simple smelter? Well, let's make a well, I guess. Okay, so I don't think we can make copper tools yet. Okay, how do I make a smelter? bit confused. All right, the sawmill, let's do it up here. Okay, so I have to re-equip. Oh, stairs. Huh. Um, okay, it's not letting me. Oh, two more stair, or one more stair. Okay, wooden parts, copper parts. Okay, so we are gonna need smelter beam, wood billet. Okay, so we are gonna need a smelter first. How do I do that though? I might have to look that up real quick. The smelter in Viking Frontiers is a crucial station for converting materials into ore and ores into ingots, which can be used by colonists, HBC, and natives to create various items. To craft a smelter, you need 5 logs and 15 stone. The recipes for smelting can vary depending on your role. Oh, so we have to unlock Smithy. That makes sense. Okay, so where's our house? Technology. Smithy. Unlock cost 150. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep real quick. Technology, Smithy. Oh, we still don't have. Oh, Smithy is unavailable in the prologue. Okay, so farm shed, buildings, farming buildings, farm shed. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's one problem with prologues is that oftentimes doesn't have everything. Okay, that looks like a good place to put our farm shed. We need 5 planks, 20 stone, 10 peat. Okay, we gotta find some stones and peat. All right, tools, stone pickaxes 2. Okay, I actually shouldn't be bothering with the copper deposit since we can't even use it. So to be honest, I don't think we're even going to be able to finish off the farm shed because it requires stuff from the sawmill. Okay, now we need peat, so we need to handcraft. Was it the shovel or the hoe? I think it's the shovel. Okay, let's see if that's enough peat. It might be just shy. Okay, we're fine with that. We need planks. But in order to get planks, we need wooden parts, copper parts, and beams. Oh wait, we have a shovel. Tab, tools, put that on 5. Oh, require copper. Okay, we can't make any of the copper things. Okay, this one up here is glitched, but we can't. Beams and wood billet. Okay, we need more sticks. Okay, stone hoe and sickle. Okay, let's go back to the wood shop and see if we can get that farmer's bag thing. Seed bag. Okay, tab. Tools, stone hoe. Oh, requires a shovel. 5. Wait, it says hold Q to select fertilizer. Okay, so it looks like we need to have fertilizer. Okay, let's put a seed bag. Q to... Okay, Okay, I don't know where to go from here. Okay, someone said something about the sign. Building upgrade, simple smelter. Uh, it jumped me there. I don't want to assign. Oh, our health is going down. Actually, can I eat these? Oh, shoot, I drank dirty water. Our health is going down. Ointment for wounds. Oops. Troll root. Okay, seems like we might need to hunt something here to get more food. Required item knife. Stone spear. Crafting, stone knife. Oh, that's our spear. Probably don't need our hoe. Okay, let's go over to our fire. Okay, you need to be able to hover over these things to it doesn't come up, so all right, while that finishes off, I'll be right back in just a sec. Okay. All right, let's try to figure out. Okay, how do I? Okay, so I assigned those guys. Hopefully, they'll start working on that. Okay, my health is still a little bit low. Okay, I'm gonna make some more drinking water here. Let's go fill up. Actually, I could have filled up from the well, but that's okay. And what did I need? Trollwort and nettle. Okay, we'll grab these waters once they're done, and then we'll go find the trollwort and the nettles. I think if we go back the way that we came from originally, that'll work. Take our sticks back. So I remember there being trollwort and nettle back this way. Okay, there's our nettle. That's ribwort. Okay, what did the trollwort look like? Okay, we got some quality meat. Okay, Oh. We need an iron pickaxe, though, to get past there. Okay, so I'm thinking that actually we don't have access to troll warts. So I don't know how to increase health. Oh wait, what is this? Calendula. Do we have a map? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, okay, so this is the shrine. Okay, it requires copper axe. Oh shit. Okay, that was not such a good idea. Thought I was going to be safe up there on that little rock. Apparently not. Clay deposit. Okay, so hopefully that guy is building the smelter. Do I need to put stone in here? I don't think I have any stone. Oh, I do. 1, 2, 3. efficiency 82. Okay, how do we do this upgrade then? I'm so confused. Unavailable, unavailable, unavailable. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you need the hammer out. That was so confusing. So let me go get more stone here. $45. Oh, 45 seconds. Okay, so craft copper hoe. Okay, did I get the ingots or no? Okay, while that's doing that, I'm gonna go back over here, see if we can't find some more copper ore. Okay, I also need to figure out why I can't heal. Let's get some more stone while we're at it. We should have some quality meat. Okay, so I shouldn't have eaten that quality meat. How do we heal? Okay, so you can hold down the mouse button. And we just broke our stone pickaxe. Okay, this should be enough copper, I hope. I think it takes 3 copper ore to make 1 ingot. Okay, copper hoe, craft. copper shovel. And copper sickle. Oh, okay. So you can't craft 2 different items. You can craft up to 3 of the same item. Oh, duh. It's because I need more ingots. I feel like the seconds are a little bit long. Yeah, there were definitely things that were difficult to figure out in this game. Well, anyway, let's make our copper sickle. And I do believe we needed copper parts as well. Okay, they need a different animation, but that's okay. Okay, talk to Gunnar. The new tools look quite solid. They may not be perfect, but you'll feel the difference right away. It's time to use them. We won't survive long without more food, and that's why you need to start growing crops and planting the first fields. We will fill our granaries with crops, and the fear of hunger will disappear. I'll see to it right away. Farming is a very efficient way to acquire food for your settlers. By cultivating and caring for your crops, you can harvest their valuable yields, which can serve as food, alchemical ingredients, or trade goods. To start cultivating the land, you'll need to place a field from the radial menu. Once the field is established, you can begin the cultivation process with the help of tools. First, equip a shovel, approach the field, and open the radial menu to select fertilizer. Then start digging the field with the shovel and the chosen fertilizer. After digging, use a hoe to plow the field and prepare it for sowing. Holding a seed bag, approach the field you want to sow and open the radial menu to select seeds for cultivation. Sow the seeds on the chosen field. The seeds scattered on the field will germinate and yield crops after a certain time. The time depends on the plant you sow. Remember to take care of your crops, otherwise they may perish. When the sown plant grows sufficiently, it will be ready for harvest. Most plants can be harvested by hand, but some crops like grains, you will need a sickle. When the plants are ready to be harvested, approach the field and use your sickle to collect them by hand. A plant left unattended for too long may deteriorate. It must be removed with a shovel to clear the field for future cultivation. A decayed plant yields no crops. Okay, so sow cabbage seeds. Okay, I am gonna rest. Let's go 12 hours here. Hopefully we'll get rid of that heartbeat. I don't know how to gain health back. I think we need that health potion. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so it gave us some seeds. Okay, quality meat is pretty good. Oh, we have wheat grain. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, where's our little farm thing here? Requires a shovel, which is 5. Hold Q to select fertilizer. Okay, that should be enough. 7 seed bag. Plant our cabbages. Oh, required. Okay, so first we need a hoe. Tab. Copper hoe 2. Okay, I guess we just need a 3x3. Okay, now we need our seed bag. Okay, let's plant our cabbage. Q for carrots. Q for wheat. Okay, well, oh, okay, so let's go talk to Gunnar one more time. The flowering plants in our fields fill my heart with something. This sight also pleases our men, but the good news does not end there. Our brothers have spotted a rather peculiar structure on the island. Ha, you hit the nail on the head, my son. Oh, shoot. If this indeed a blessed altar, we could use it to regain the favor of our patrons. Okay, let's waste no time. It is certain that such an altar, untouched for decades, will be overgrown. Restoring it to its former glory will require clearing the undergrowth with an axe, but it can't be a dull stone axe. Must craft a sharper copper axe. Once the altar is cleansed, you can make an offering to Odin, so that he may look upon our settlement more favorably. Blessing of the All-Father will surely allow us to settle here for good. Okay, gather plank, gather beam. Okay, hopefully we have enough for our copper axe. Q. Copper axe. Okay, hopefully those wolves won't give me any problems. Because I don't have enough health. Okay, there's more copper up here. Okay, we need to gather some more stuff. Oh, that's a tin deposit. Copper. Okay, where's our pickaxe? Okay, so we need planks and beams. Okay, wood billet. We got our copper shovel, right? That's a wooden splint. Okay, how do I... Okay, how do I load this up? Five sticks. Okay, so there's two chests. planks and beams. Oh, okay. So there's some planks. Let's see, 4. Okay, so you can't do anything with the logs. Okay, so I think over here there might be some planks that you can get. No? Is in front of those wooden planks on the ground towards the locked area, close to the first pond. Okay, maybe not. Okay, what's up here? Iron pickaxe. I don't know why the deer don't disappear. Okay, a lot more copper over there if we ever need it. Okay, let's get Astrid on water duty. Okay, maybe. Okay, it says gather. I kind of don't want to go over by where the wolves are, just in case. Okay, I guess these are two different types of wooden parts, because one you make out of planks. Yeah, I have no idea. Or sorry, splints, not planks. Okay, first of all, I don't know how to assign anyone to work here. We need beams and billet. Okay, but it does say gather beams, so I have no idea. It seems like you should. There we go. Okay, beams. Okay, now we have a sawhorse. Now we have a billet. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Oh my god, that took forever to figure out. Okay, so now we need more logs. Okay, we need more beams, which means we need more logs. Okay, so probably from the beams is how you get planks. Okay, 7 more. Um, 4. Oh, don't roll off. Is that it? Okay, now we need planks. Change mode to plank. Okay. So hopefully it'll be like 3 or 4. Okay. And our hammer ran out again, so let's build a new one. Tools. stone hammer. All right, now we need to go collect some peat. Actually, we need to figure out, okay, so we're still good on all that stuff. Okay, we got 5 peat. Okay, our health is still going down. Oh no. Okay, what do we have? Okay, where's our herbal salve? Okay, that did nothing. Okay, we are most likely gonna die. Oh wait. The salve did save us. Okay. All right. We are back in business. Okay, so we need to go find some more peat. I don't know. Okay, so the water and food icons do show up once you get like around halfway, I guess. Let's see here. Let's get our spear out just in case. Ah, there's more peat. Oh, we can use the shovel as a weapon, I guess. Oh, shoot. Need water. Food. Okay, 8. Planks. Sticks and planks. Okay, I don't know what we can store here. I'm guessing it's planks and beams. Okay, maybe not. Okay. I'm over encumbered. Okay, so logs go there. So yeah, I don't know what goes in there. All right, well, let's see here. Can I put beams? Okay, I can put beams there. Warehouse rack, chest, toolbox. Let's get that there. Okay, let's get Bjorn as our sawyer. Let's do production limit 50, I guess. Okay, so we need iron parts. I don't think I've seen any iron yet. All right, let's get this filled up. Oh, okay, so the bottom you can't fill up. Okay, that should be good for now. Cabbage requires a sickle. Okay, so 5. Okay, now we need our hoe. Do we have a copper hoe? We do. Did our hoe just break? You gotta be kidding. Okay, so I think we still have a stone hoe. Okay, how are we over encumbered again? Okay. Seed bag. Okay, we'll do a row of cabbage. We'll do a row of carrots. And we'll do 2 rows of wheat. Okay, and before we go, we'll try to finish off this farm shed. I'm not sure if we have all the requisite materials. Okay, 8, 5 planks. Oh, we don't have any more planks. Okay, I'm gonna go get rid of some of this stuff because we are locked in walk because we're over encumbered. And this is painfully slow. Oh, we have salmon. I don't know how we got salmon. Okay, so let's put the copper ingot. Copper ore. Copper parts. I guess the leather. The rest of the stone. Let's go to our house. We'll put our silver. I guess our ribwort. Now we want to keep our meat. Resin. Toadstool. Rabbit foot. Rabbit fur. Fox fur. Probably don't need bone. Doe hide. Keep the sticks. Okay, that should be good for now. Okay, I think that's good. We needed more planks. Okay, I don't know. Well, I guess you can't store planks there. 7 beams, 3 copper parts. I don't know what that storage is for then. Well, okay, that should be 8. Okay, copper parts. Oh wait, actually, nope, we need ingot. We don't have copper. Wait, did I put the copper in here? Okay, so I think we should be able to make our copper parts now. Resin. Okay. I think we put it in our storage chest. Oh, we're gonna run out of fuel. Okay, let us. Oh, we did have a couple of copper parts. Anyway, let's get rid of those. Oh, we didn't finish our planting. 7 wheat. Oh, we didn't finish our planting because we broke our hoe. and sticks. I thought we pulled out an ingot. Copper hoe. Craft. Six. Oh wait, what? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there, but anyway. All right, we need more logs. Planks. Oh, storage is not empty. Okay, why can you only take one at a time when you're taking it out of storage, but you can carry two? Oh shoot, I just made beams. Darn it. Oh, I do have 7 planks. Okay, so you can drag and drop all of them. Okay, so I need to make planks. I have 7 on me, and I believe I need 7 more. Let's make 1 more planks. My hammer broke again. I'm guessing there's a copper hammer as well. Copper hammer, craft. Okay, hopefully the durability on the copper hammer will be a little bit better. Okay, let us put in cabbage. Accept carrots. Accept. And the wheat. Building, we'll make Astrid the gardener. Why don't we make the upgrade? Oops. And more sticks. Okay, I believe that should be everything there. I believe the altar needed planks and beams. All right, I believe I should have everything for that. So let's go to the altar. And then that's probably it for the demo. I don't think we can build anything else. It was a little bit difficult to figure everything out. I don't like how the hotbar disappears. It was difficult to figure out how to make the upgrades. But other than that, the gameplay was pretty good. They could increase the normal walking speed, keep the sprint the same. With favor, you can perform. Oh wait. Okay. Rituals. Altar is a place of worship and reverence for the gods. After unlocking and restoring the altar, you can offer sacrifices. In return, they will grant you their grace, allowing you to perform rituals to gain blessings. Send your warriors on expeditions. Increase the level of faith and satisfaction among settlers. Each god has their own level of grace for your settlement. With favor, you can perform rituals at the altar, which provide unique blessings that affect your character and the entire settlement. Both the rituals and their blessings vary depending on the on the god you choose. In addition, a higher level of favor increases your settlers' faith, which improves their happiness. You can honor the following gods: Thor, god of storm, strength, and protection, known for wielding the hammer Mjolnir, which he uses to fight the enemies of the worlds of men and gods. Odin, ruler of Asgard, god of wisdom, war, and poetry, seeking profound knowledge and leading the souls of fallen warriors to Valhalla. Freya, goddess of love, beauty, and fertility from the world of Vanir, and also a powerful sorceress wielding the Sadir magic. Okay, that was a rabbit. I thought that was a wolf at first. Two beams, 5 planks, copper parts. Okay, so it looks like we just got to gather some stuff in order to make our sacrifices, but I don't think it's going to let us actually do it because I don't think we can get like hunting and all that kind of stuff. All right, we need our sickle. Are you serious? Our sickle broke? Okay, the tool durability is not good. All right, let's get copper ingot, copper sickle. Okay, so 5 is our Are you serious? Our shovel broke now? Okay. See what you're putting down. I'm pretty sure that we need sticks. So gather some sticks. Copper shovel. Actually, while I'm here, let's make a copper spear. Oh, we need a wood splint. Oh. Water. And we probably need food. We're also cold. Okay. We just made our shovel. Copper spear. All right, let's grab some more ingots and make some copper arrows. We need copper parts. And that means we need more copper ingot. Okay, that's gonna take a while. I don't know how to gather perch. I do know how to gather meat though. Okay, we need a little bunny. We are gonna need more peat in the future, I believe. Okay, don't know why. Okay, so now we need our knife. Okay, we have our average meat. Now we need to gather perch. Although I don't know how to do that. copper spear. Okay, so I had to look that up real quick. There are a couple of little pawns here, and apparently you have to spear the perch. Oh, there they are. Wait a second. Okay, perform ritual lesser sacrifice. Odin, make offering. All right, congratulations on completing the prologue version of Viking Frontiers. We hope you enjoyed the initial gameplay elements we have presented. Refining and tailoring the game is a challenging task, so we would appreciate if you could fill out a survey about your experience with the game and share your feedback by reading it. Not only will this help us improve Viking Frontiers and make it more enjoyable, but it will also allow us to learn more about your ideas and suggestions. We still have a lot of work and challenges ahead, so any support we can get will be helpful. Thank you very much for playing Viking Frontiers. We hope to see you in the future promotional versions of the game and at the full version's release. See you. All right. Well, that was Viking Frontiers. That was just the prologue. There are definitely a few things that need to be changed, like the walking speed, um, the upgrade of buildings. I think that the build elements should stay visible for as long as, like, at any point, not only when you have the hammer out, because that was a little bit confusing. But other than that, I thought gameplay was fairly good. Um, Everything was mostly easy. Um, it does need a little bit more storyline built in. Some of the animations were a little bit glitchy, like you saw. when we were doing the what was it? Not the ritual, but the offering. But other than that, it was a fun little game to play. So if you want, go check it out. I'm going to be back in just a few minutes. We'll play a little bit of Palia since there was an update that came out. We'll just see what new elements they've added. Hopefully, some of the bugs that were present in the Elder Woods will also be ironed out. But anyway, I usually stream around 9 a.m. Pacific time and go to about 1 o'clock. But it just kind of depends on the day. And that's Monday through Friday. So hope to see you in a little bit in Palia and hope to see you again. Let's see, today's Thursday. So again tomorrow and then Monday through Friday next week. All right. Thanks so much for watching and maybe I'll see you next time.